I just finished the OAVs and season 2 of ReZero, and boy oh boy, it doesn't waste any time easing you in. You're dropped straight into a forest that feels wrong right from the start. Waiting inside is a trial that won't let Subaru cheat his way through with a return by death do-over. This is the arc where Subaru struggles to save everyone, and by everyone, you know what I'm talking about. He's got Emilia on one side and Rem on the other, and Sanctuary is about to force him to choose. So let's get into it. Sanctuary, the trials, and the witch who's been pulling the strings the entire time. Season 2 is all about Sanctuary. No, not this sanctuary, this sanctuary. It may look like a safe place to be, but in reality, it's really a cage. Sanctuary was built by Echidna centuries ago to give demi-humans a region of land where they could finally live in peace. Around Sanctuary is a barrier. Anyone can enter, but not everyone can leave. Once a demi-human enters Sanctuary, they're stuck there for good. To destroy the barrier, Emilia and Subaru enter trials in hopes of freeing the citizens of Sanctuary. 3 trials stand in their way, each one designed to strip away whatever they're hiding from themselves. But these trials are a little different. They're more like mind games, throwing Subaru and Emilia's own memories right back in their faces. Passing these trials is the only way anyone gets out of Sanctuary. The woman behind Sanctuary and the host of the trials, Echidna, the witch of greed. Echidna is a whole vibe, man. Calculating, curious, and weirdly charming, coupled with good posture and a smile that never seems to drop. Inside the trial, she plays host, brewing tea with secrets instead of sugar, and studying Subaru like he's the most interesting puzzle she's found in centuries. She teases Subaru in a likable way, but don't get it twisted, she's looking out for her own best interests at his expense. You'd think the Witch of Greed would be all about money and power. She isn't. She is, however, all about Subaru and borderline obsessed with figuring out everything about him. Every conversation with Echidna comes with a price. Information for information. A truth for a truth. She'll hand Subaru exactly what he needs to hear, as long as he's willing to give up something in return, like drinking her tea. What's interesting about Echidna is her dislike for Emilia. I'm not quite sure why, to be honest. I'm sure there's something between the lines of an episode I must have missed. If I had to guess, it's because of Emilia's optimistic personality and how she found a way to move forward from a tragic past, growing into someone new while Echidna stayed frozen in time. Or maybe Echidna just fancies Subaru and is somewhat jealous of Emilia. I mean, let's be honest, Subaru is batting 1,000 in season 2. In any case, shout out to Emilia. She took center stage and I really enjoyed seeing her evolve into someone who fights for herself instead of just being fought over. She really went through the gauntlet and really came out a better person for it. I also couldn't help but notice the mysteries surrounding her character. Is it foreshadowing? Who knows? Either way, stuff like this had me on edge. I'm sure I'll discover why eventually, but for now, it's just one mystery I'm looking forward to. Roswell gives Subaru a choice, and it's the cruelest one yet. Emilia needs his support, right? She's struggling with the first trial, and Sanctuary isn't getting any easier on her. Rem's still back at the mansion, unconscious, forgotten by a world that no longer remembers she existed. Roswell lays it out plainly. Devote yourself to Emilia's campaign or go back to Rem. He won't let Subaru split his attention. This isn't Roswell being cruel for cruelty's sake. He's testing resolve. A candidate for Emilia's throne needs someone who can commit fully, and Subaru's divided heart is exactly the weakness Roswell wants exposed before it costs everyone more later. Subaru fights this ultimatum every step of the way. He wants both. He refuses to accept a world where saving one means abandoning the other. Subaru's dilemma reminds me of the old English idiom about cake. You can't have your cake and eat it too, which I always thought was dumb because if it's my birthday and I get chocolate cake, best believe I'm eating it. It's not even a question. I'm doing both. Say what you want about Roswell, but he knows exactly how to break someone down to build them back up. In a weird way, Roswell resembles Gius. Remember him? The psycho archbishop from season 1? Yeah, him and Roswell share the same kind of broken logic. And what I mean is, they were both normal, good guys until they experienced something that changed their lives so dramatically that it reshaped everything they became afterward. It really is wild how trauma can turn a good person into someone completely unrecognizable. Do you know why they both changed? The reason they turned against everyone and did what they did. The common denominator. Yep, you guessed it. Women. Man's greatest strength and their greatest weakness. The character development in season 2 was next level, but Beatrice's growth was probably my favorite. A greater spirit confined to a hidden library to serve as its protector. She's indifferent to most things outside the library, as trivial matters don't concern her. There are episodes where people are literally dying outside, and Beatrice is just chillin', reading a book probably. She's such a powerful character, but a contract binds her to the library, and for 400 years, that obligation became her entire purpose. Beatrice didn't really have a say in the matter, because it's Echidna, and whatever she says, goes. However, Echidna does tell Beatrice that one day a person will come to free her from the library. She just never tells her when, so for centuries, Beatrice is locked behind a door waiting for someone who might never show up. Season 2 of ReZero sure had its ups and downs, surprises that caught me off guard, and reveals that had me questioning everything I thought I knew. If I had to think about it, this whole season played out like Roswell's mansion. Simply put, Season 2 is full of doors, full of choices. Some you can walk through, some you can't, and some you're not even sure you want to. Like Emilia, she found her door through resolve. She didn't wait for someone to hand her the answer. She pushed through the trials until the door opened on her own terms. Beatrice guards hers, stuck behind a contract, turning an entire library into her whole world. She didn't choose the door, it was chosen for her, by a witch more interested in loyalty than her happiness. Roswell handed Subaru a few doors of his own, Emilia on one side, Rem on the other. No walking through both, or at least that's what he convinced himself. Subaru's still trying to save everyone, no matter how many doors he has to open, and no matter how long it takes. His determination doesn't care what the odds say. Echidna has her own door too. She just prefers to stand in the doorway, watching everyone else decide what's on the other side. I'm only 2 seasons in, but now I'm beginning to understand why people call ReZero Peak Zero. There's so much here to sink your teeth into. The characters, the story, the royal candidates, the witch cult, the witches themselves. I just can't get enough. The twists, the turns, and the heartbreak. I'm enjoying this journey, and as soon as I finish season 3, I'll make another video because I'm not missing a single moment of this. If season 3 follows this trend, I'm buckling up for whatever's coming. Thanks for watching, and as always, remember to save your progress, because Echidna charges for everything. If you made it to the end of the video, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps the channel. Thanks.